Hello, Leo. I'm laughing because the song that I'm getting for you is not something I know at all, um, except perhaps from a very unconscious place. I hear the words rollin', 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 got to keep a rollin'. And the truth is, I don't even know if that's really the word, but what I did is I looked it up, and it's the theme from an old Western show called Rawhide, which was before my conscious time. But the idea, so I did look at the words, and it's not a particularly romantic song or a particularly nice song, but it is about getting it done. It's like getting the cattle through, getting where they needed to go. It was just this gotta keep it rolling, 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 got to keep it rolling. And that's the way that's the energy I'm feeling a little bit with you right now, is that you might be in the middle of something that is feeling like it's never going to end. And I'm laughing. I don't know why I'm laughing, Leo, except you're also getting grace, play, and compassion. So I feel as though it's like, however tired or worn out you might be right now with this sense of just having to go through, you know, and keep going through and keep going through, is it's not endless. And even though it can feel endless, what you're being told here is you've got the grace card. So, and you've got the play card and you've got the compassion card. And all of this for me is really about you opening up. Grace is very much about letting in divine presence, divine assistance. And if you don't necessarily believe in divine anything, divine presence, if you don't believe in that, because I know some Leos who don't, think of it like this. Think of when you look at something that really moves you in a way where your heart just goes, ah. Like for me, that's looking at the ocean. It might be looking at your garden. It might be looking at the fish swimming in a pond. It might be looking at the cat you love. It might be a new baby in the family. But something that just kind of opens your heart in a way where you feel all those soft, lovely emotions. That can be moments of grace too, okay? Because really, it's about connection to something bigger and deeper and more loving, okay? And it's something that strengthens us. So I'm going to read you the grace card, and I'd like you to apply it to whatever that means to you in your world, in your template of life. Grace is not earned. Grace is a state in which we receive, for no apparent reason, a divine influence which strengthens us in a way that eases whatever problematic or miserable state we find ourselves. Grace needs only to be accepted in order to be received. So if you're going through something that's difficult, look for that. Find, if you believe in divine presence and divine guidance, that's great. Really, really soften into that. And if you can't, even if you do, but you can't feel it, look for those things that I mentioned, something that opens your heart. And it might be a poem. It might be something like that, but it's something that opens your heart in a way where it's literally like you could just take this big soft breath and everything's okay in that moment. You're also being asked to play, okay? Take on the energy of play. So whatever you're going through, maybe you can work with it playfully if it's an intermittent situation and you can lighten up about it. And if you can't, then allow yourself to step aside from it for a little bit and take times of play for yourself. Now, what's play? It might be literally getting together and playing a game of cards with somebody. It might be coloring in a coloring book, doing a puzzle, knitting, crafting, doing something like that. Sudoku, mahjong, whatever. But just something where you get to engage in that. And hopefully, even though I say Sudoku or mahjong, generally the play is the idea is, be silly, be spontaneous, be whatever you can be that is the opposite of work and struggle, right? Something that is lighthearted, that is, sometimes it's found in creativity, sometimes it's just found in being silly, but everything you do can be done with an attitude of playfulness. You're also being asked two things that I think are probably relevant from the feeling I'm getting with this, is that whenever you're tempted now to tell somebody who they should be, what they should be doing, how they should be doing it differently, Instead, focus on what you would like more of from them. Typically, they already have qualities that you like, and maybe if, for example, what you want is more understanding from them, you can find a way to compliment them on their ability to be understanding without phrasing it or packaging it as, and I'd like more of that, because now they just get to feel judged. But what you can do is when you start focusing on the things that you like and making it known that you like them, sometimes even if you just do it silently, but if you do it in a constructive way verbally too, then it really gives people an indication of what you value. And generally speaking, people want to create positive rapport, especially if they're close in your circle, in your family, or in your work. And if it's done genuinely, if it's done without a sense of criticism or judgment, but with a genuine sense of compassion, not judging them for being other than you would like them being, but just, maybe questioning why they are in your own mind and letting the judgment go and just acknowledging what you'd like more of. And also, when you find yourself, this kind of goes along with the play and the compassion, when you find yourself moving out of any good mood or moving into a more difficult mood than the one you are in, check in with yourself. Did something positive or at least neutral get interrupted with another emotion? And if so, why? Did you have a choice? Do you have a choice? Can you move out of it again? Because this is really a lot of, for me, when I get that rollin', it's like, okay, there's a certain driven quality to that. And any driven quality to that often doesn't have the energy of awareness and standing back and looking and choice. So I'm looking at this saying, okay, notice your choices in terms of how you're doing things, how you're getting things done. This rollin'. Okay, you can still get things done, but can you do it with a different energy? Okay, that's what this is about. So that's it for you, my Leos. Take care. And I'll be back, I imagine. I don't know, but I think.